my cat. Oh, good. Oh, good. Cratchy found his cat. Cratchy's cat ran away yesterday. Found it. We got a very interesting story here. RV odd couple, Mercedes and John. They want to buy an RV park, a campground. They've decided to do that. You know, we've done a lot of stories here on the Camo channel that a lot of RV parks out there are getting bought out by hedge funds and then eventually get resold to big corporations. And a lot of campgrounds now are owned by, you know, big giant corporations, and they're all being remodeled, not specifically for nature-loving campers, but for people that want lots of amenities like air conditioning and Wi-Fi and luxuries like pools and washing machines and laundry rooms and mini golf, you know, and pack people in and make lots of money. And you know, it's like hotels. You know, you don't see too many hotels these days that are owned by just individuals. They're owned by large corporations, and they all have dynamic pricing and all this other stuff. And so campgrounds are going the same way. So RV odd couple here have decided, you know, they would like to kind of get an RV park and kind of make it back to the way RV parks used to be, like back in the 70s and stuff, where they were family owned and whatever. And so they've decided to buy a park. Now, John said it's difficult to find a park for sale today because there just aren't a lot of parks. I guess because, you know, the hedge funds and the corporations are buying up what's available. But they did find an abandoned park called Thunder Canyon. And I looked it up here. This is it, Thunder Canyon Campground. It's in DeKalb County, Alabama. And it's permanently closed because the owners of the, let's see, I took some notes here. According to what John, excuse me here. I took some notes here. Apparently it was owned by an older couple, and I don't know, they retired or whatever, or got out of the camping business and was closed 3 years ago. The park was opened up in 1970, okay, so it's been around for quite a while, 40 some years, but it was closed 3 years ago, owned by an older couple, and it needs some work. You know, it's fallen apart and whatever, but it's still basically, you know, it's not like an undeveloped site and you got to build a campground there. I don't know. John did mention that the park price was something like $750,000 for the way it is right now. And they mentioned, Mercedes and John mentioned, that they're not rich, so they're trying to connect to the right people. They've got a group there at their channel, the RV Odd Couple, called the RV Odd Squad, and they're trying to see if they can put together some partners with the money stuff so they can purchase the park. And they also mentioned they want to make it a park that is going to be suitable to, quote, Judeo-Christian values. So I guess that means a family-type park, whatever that means. So anyway, so check it out. If you're interested, if you want to maybe go in on the deal with them. Oh. This Windows. I updated a thing of Windows the other day. It's like doing all these weird things. It'll just pop up with the weather. I don't want that. I don't want the weather. I want to know what's going on with this RV park buying their own campground. So anyway, very interesting story here. This is an interesting one because we know we've covered just about everything here on the Camo Day channel. You know, the RVers, you know, buying their own land, you know, for themselves or whatever, buying their own houses, prepper shacks, getting on and off the road, doing all these other things. This is the first time in the 5 years I've been covering our nomads and stuff that we've got some folks out there who are nomads who are actually going to want to buy a park, a campground park. So very interesting. We'll see. Here's an aerial view of the campground there. It's in Alabama. And apparently the zoning's not a big deal. You know, it's not like in a city or something like that. So anyway, I don't know. So there's 30 sites. They got plumbers coming out. They got electricians coming out. They've got a bunch of people coming out to see how much it's going to cost. Not just buying the property. I mean, that's one thing. But then you've got to fix it up. You know, it's been abandoned for 3 years. So there's a lot of work to do to fix up the 30 campsites. So Anyway, so okay, yeah. So RV Odd Couple. If you want to join them at the become the RV, what is it called? The RV Odd Squad. The RV Odd Squad. I want in. There's their bit.ly link. Check that out. Let's see what this says. The bit.ly link. Here they are. RV Odd Couple. And you want to join their group and then maybe talk to John and Mercedes about possibly joining up. That would be interesting. I think it's going to be good. It would be great content for them because, there's so many people out there now that are just, doing nothing, right, on RV. In the nomad community, they're going in circles or they're not going anywhere or everybody's just doing the same things over and over again. This would be fantastic content for them to show the day-to-day progress of, renovating this site, rejuvenating this particular campground and becoming, campground managers or whatever, owners, and then they have to run around and tell people to pick up the dog poop and all these disputes, all the disputes. It'll be a fun channel. I don't know. They'd be kind of interesting. So anyway, RV Odd Couple buying a campground, huh? I did Google Thunder Canyon RV Park, and this is some of the pictures I got. I presume most of these are there. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so hey, no, that's something else. Thunder King, that's something else. So anyway, all right, check it. We'll be keeping an eye on Mercedes and John and the progress in buying this park. So that'll be cool. All right, that's it for today. Just a quickie this morning. It is the 15th of June, 2021. Thanks for watching. Vlog under.